realer than a lot. I couldn't play with you too long, so I went and got a rock. We were never at the bottom, but we closer to the top. And I fuck with you the long way, cause you think I could pop. If I hurt you, don't leave, don't leave, don't leave, don't leave. No, 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 no. If I hurt you, no, 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 no. No, 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 no. Don't you leave. Please, baby, please. Stay here with me. Baby, don't you leave. I need to see your face at least. And if you leave, pray for me. Please, baby, please. Stay here with me. Baby, don't you leave. I need to see your face at least. And if you leave, pray for me. I had a dream that I could be without you. Oh, for real that I could even catch you, see without you. Get something to eat without you. Oh, be free without you. Baby, then I woke up right next to you. To you. Don't leave, don't leave, don't leave, don't leave. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Don't you leave. Please, baby, please. Stay here with me. Baby, don't you leave. I need to see your face at least. And if you leave, pray for me. Please, baby, please. Stay here with me. Baby, don't you leave. I need to see your face at least. And if you leave, pray for me. I had a dream that I could be without you. Oh, for real that I could even catch you, see without you. Get something to eat without you. Oh, be free without you. Baby, then I woke up.
Well. Hello, baby.
Yes, sir.
Fool, one day you here.
Uh-huh.
And then you're gone. I know, la, 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 la.
Yeah.
Well.
Cut that right out.
I know, yeah.
Rest in peace, Pimp C.
Mama put me out at only 14, so I started selling crack, cocaine, and codeine. Time to stack some paper, I gotta do it quick. Thinking I'm a juvenile, but they don't know who they messing with. Yeah, my mama's only son, but I live every day like it's my motherfucking last one. Every nigga and they mama asking why, but I'm in the game, live by the game, and in the game I'ma die. And if I die, or should I say, if I go, bury me in Horn Park next to the come and go. Cause tomorrow ain't promised to me. The only thing promised to a player is the penitentiary. So I'ma take care of my business on the smooth tip. Watch my back, selling crack and pack 2 clips. And when you think about that, you say it'll be on. It's a trip you're here today, but the next day you're gone.
One day you're here. Welcome back to the show. Welcome back to the show. Before we get into the Ball Penis Awards, quick little comments. You're listening to the Doug Stewart Show about the Atlanta sports scene. The Atlanta Falcons will sign defensive end Jack Crawford to a 3-year deal Thursday, according to his agent David Center. The Falcons cut defensive tackle Tyson Jackson and did not extend an offer to Jonathan Babineau, who are both now unrestricted free agents. Crawford, 28 years of age, started 11 games and played in all 16 for the Cowboys last season. He played for 529 snaps, 50% of the plays, and 102 special team snaps. So the Falcons get a new cat on their team. I am really hoping that history repeats itself. When Brian Scott came out of college, and a lot of the Stewies, people that used to listen to the 2 Live Stews will remember this. When my cousin Brian Scott came out of college from Penn State, at that time the Falcons needed a safety. And where they had picked at that time at the top of the second round was a spot that a lot of people thought Brian would go at. And I called it. I was like, it just makes sense. And sure enough, the Falcons drafted Brian Scott. Played there for a couple of years. I am hoping for the same thing for Derek Rivers. The Falcons are going to pick number 31. That's the kind of area where a lot of these experts are starting to say where, Derek may end up. From new people listening to the show, Derek Rivers, defensive end, Youngstown State, cousin of mine, is coming out this year. And so Falcons pick up this guy, this defensive end from the Dallas Cowboys, Jack Crawford. So I need y'all to pray. It'd be perfect. It'd be perfect if the Falcons pick him up. So give me more reason to go into the games, inside the actual games as opposed to just a tailgate. And then it's an easy thing for family to come down from South Carolina and check him out as well. My cousin, his daddy, says that if he goes to the Falcons, he's going to move here. I mean, there's no question about it. So we root for Derek Rivers to be an Atlanta Falcon. They need it. They got a need, defensive end, booking with Vic Beasley. So that'd be a perfect fit. Vic Beasley and Derek Rivers for the next 10 years, defensive ends for the Falcons. That's the plan. Speaking of the Falcons, Devonte Freeman's agent, Kristen Campbell, said the offseason talks with the Falcons are going well and distanced herself from her husband, Luther Campbell's tweet suggesting that the Falcons should trade the 2-time Pro Bowl running back. So if you don't know, Devonte Campbell represents him. And so they're dragging their feet. The Falcons, Devonte wants a new deal, running back for the Atlanta Falcons. He wants a new deal. He's produced at a high level for the last couple of years, been a Pro Bowler for the last 2 years. They're talking about paying Desmond Trufant or pretty much have a deal in place with Desmond Trufant, the defensive back. But there's really no real rush to give Devonte Freeman a new deal. And I feel him, man. Devonte Freeman, see, here's the problem with Devonte, is he was drafted, kind of later in the draft. So I don't think the Falcons and the organization expected him to be this good. They went out and they drafted Tevin Coleman out of Indiana. And Tevin Coleman's been good, but he's kind of had a little issue with injuries. But I think the Falcons feel like, and I can kind of see it, I think the Falcons feel like that Tevin Coleman is just as good, maybe even better than Devonte Freeman if he got the same amount of snaps. Like, they pretty much are the same back. I think Tevin Coleman probably catches the ball better out of the backfield than Devonte Freeman. So it's not like they need to take care of Devonte, man, but you know how running backs are devalued in today's NFL. So they got two of the exact same type of players. They used a higher pick on Tevin Coleman. It feels like they want to give Tevin Coleman the bulk of the snaps. And, like, they want to sign Devonte, but if he leaves or if they can find a deal for him and let him go, I think they'll probably want to do that. So I hope it works out, man. I love Devonte, man. Great player. Really had to earn his spot. Had to earn everything in the NFL. So I hope it works out for him, man. But it doesn't look good. It looks like that they're trying to string him along and figure out something that they can do differently. Two quick little stories. Vince Young. Vince Young signs a deal with the Saskatchewan Roughriders in the CFL. That's right. The 33-year-old former Texas and NFL quarterback agreed Thursday to a 2-year deal, 1 year plus an option. He last played in the NFL in a regular season game in 2011. He retired in 2014 after being released by the Cleveland Browns. So Vince Young hadn't played football since 2014. I just went on a little rant a couple of weeks ago about how ridiculous it is that all of these cats continue to get these deals, these backup quarterbacks, and Vince Young not even in the league, which is bullshit. I'm sorry. It is. So that's it. So Vince Young is back in Canada, or he's in Canada for the first time, obviously hoping that he can have some success up there and get a chance to come back to the NFL. So good luck to Vince Young. And lastly, man, in the aftermath of the shouting incident that ultimately got Reuben Foster sent home from the NFL scouting combine, Alabama coach Nick Saban called the Crimson Tide linebackers a great leader who wishes he would have responded maybe in a more positive way. Last Friday, while in Indianapolis for the combine, Foster had been waiting for an extended period of time for the NFL calls his pre-exam when he grew upset and got into a shouting match with one of the hospital workers. Here's a quote. Look, Reuben has been a great player for us here, Saban said Wednesday at the school's pro day. We've never had any issues with Reuben. If anybody here asks someone 8 or 10 times, am I the right place? Is my name on the list? Why have I had to stay here for so long and nobody will respond to you? I think it would probably be or create a little anxiety for all of us. So at the end of the day, bottom line is this. Nick Saban is endorsing Reuben Foster. That's a big endorsement. A lot of times what these coaches do, if they don't like the player, they won't say anything negative, but they won't say anything at all. Okay? So Saban had the opportunity to just kind of stay clear of it if he really thought Reuben Foster was this bad guy that they're making him out to be from what happened at the Combine last week. But he didn't do that. He went out of his way to speak about how good of a player and how good of a person this Reuben Foster kid is. He says, if you're looking for a good teammate to be on your team, Reuben is going to be very, very good. If you're looking for somebody to be a candy striper and be nice to everybody in the hospital, maybe not. So bottom line is, a lot of times these coaches, they can make or break you as far as how you're viewed from these teams in the NFL. And Saban went above and beyond to make the point that Reuben Foster is a good kid. What happened last week at the Combine was an aberration. You can pass up on him if you want, but you're going to be mistaken. You're going to feel like you missed out on a good player. You remember when, Carson Palmer came out of USC? And Pete Carroll was like, I don't think he should go to the league. He's not ready, this, that, and the other. That type of thing happens all the time. Where these coaches, they feel disgruntled because a guy's leaving and he's not going to be there playing for him anymore. So they kind of lightweight throw shade on him, dry snitch. And Saban could have done that, but he didn't. So shouts out to Reuben Foster, man. This dude going to be a beast in the NFL for a long, long time. Pass on him if you want. Time we give out some ball penis. Penis tastes better boiled.
Ladies and gentlemen, today we are going to begin our study of the male erection. We are adults. Now, I want everybody together to go ahead and say, penis, penis, penis.
Penis tastes better. Penis tastes better. Penis tastes better boiled.
Come on, y'all, say it.
No, man. Peanuts. I'm trying to say it as slow as I can. Peanuts. 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 Y'all know what the hell I was saying.
Come on, y'all, say it.
That time of the week. And you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show, where we give out ball peanuts to the buster of the week in sports, entertainment, and beyond.